Welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevenson. And real quickly, let's talk about Urban Meyer and his behavior, man. So, as most of you probably know, a video surfaced and it's went viral of him. He's just sitting at a bar and he's got one of the little college shorties, in between his legs, kind of up on his lap, dancing on him or whatever. And it's actually sparked a lot of controversy just because, for one, he's married, and then for two, uh, he's supposed to be, it's football season. He's supposed to be focused right now, man. Like he's supposed to be trying to get these Jags, in the thick of things, and there's been a couple of players that actually spoke out about it, and they were kind of like, you know, they seem like they kind of are losing a little respect for him. The owner said that he feels like Urban's got to re-earn their trust. So right now he's kind of in the doghouse, so to speak, because you don't have to. It seems that he doesn't have the support of his owner right now, and then the players are kind of looking cross-eyed at him. So right now, um, it's just looking real bad for him, man. And just my personal opinion about it, um, I mean, he's married, and that's really none of my business. I don't know what type of a relationship him and his wife have. I don't know if she is cool with that type of behavior or maybe she's not. That, like I said, that's between them. They can figure that out on their own. But the thing that people need to keep in mind is that perception is reality. So at the end of the day, even if him and his wife are okay with that type of a relationship, um, like I said, I don't know if she is or she isn't, but just hypothetically speaking, say that she is okay with it. So he doesn't have a problem with when he goes home, him and his wife are fine. But when you are the head of an organization, so to speak, even though I understand that there's people above him as far as the hierarchy of the organization, all the way up to the owner. But if he's been entrusted by the owner to lead the players and and lead the coaches, and the general manager is entrusting the franchise in his hands, I think there is a certain way that you have to carry yourself. There's a certain level of professionalism that needs to be displayed when you're in those type of positions. Like, I understand that everybody's human and nobody's perfect. People make mistakes, but when you are placed in these type of positions, there is a certain level of expectations that the people that's hiring you expect from you. Just like, you know, everybody else that works for somebody, myself included, when I go to work, there's a certain way that I'm expected to look, whether that be I have to have, you know, the right uniform on, like I can't wear shorts after a certain date. Like there's just um there's policies that's put into place, and there's, dress codes and behavioral codes and policy, and I just feel like whether, you know, whether it was really about anything or not, it looks to people, it's perceived really in a negative light. And when it gets to the point where your owner is starting to look at you crazy, the players are starting to look at you crazy, I just feel like eventually it could get real bad, and it might end up leading to him being fired. Because just to put it in perspective, I'm a big UK Wildcat fan, and we had a coach, Billy Gillespie, that we had hired, and he he started off looking, he was looking real promising, and he was looking like he was about to, restore the glory to the UK franchise, and bring us back to our historical, you know, he's gonna put us back on that level with the other big schools, because we had kind of fell under them for a little while. We were losing a lot of recruits. We just wasn't really competitive enough to where I didn't really know if we was gonna be able to win championships or compete or get Final Fours and such. So he was looking really promising. He started bringing in recruits and he was doing his thing. And then the next thing you know, you just always hear people talking about, oh, well, we seen him out last night at Drake's. We seen him at Two Keys talking to this girl, and we seen him doing this, and we seen him doing that. He was drunk here, he was drunk there, and it's just, I understand he was single at the time, so I get it. Like, you're not married, you don't have a family. I'm not saying you are not allowed to socialize, but when you are the head basketball coach of the University of Kentucky, you are probably one of the most notable people that live in the city. Well, I mean, you could almost say that he probably is the most notable person at that point. So there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. Like, you kind of almost are like, it's kind of like you get the keys to the city. So you have to act accordingly. Like, you have to conduct yourself in a professional manner. One thing I can say about John Calipari, whether you think he's a good basketball coach or not, like, I'm not trying to get into all that right now, even though I think he's a great basketball coach. But the one thing that you can say about him is he conducts himself like a professional. Like, he's a family man. You don't see him out and about doing wild and crazy things. You see him working for the University of Kentucky to make it a better basketball program, and then you see him with his family. When he's doing things, when he's on vacation, he's visiting other players that he coached in the past. You know what I'm saying? He might pop up at Anthony Davis's wedding. He's doing those type of things. He's being professional. He's conducting himself like a leader. He's just representing the brand the correct way. And I feel like Urban Meyer is slipping into like a situation where if he's not careful and if he doesn't reel it in some, that he might end up losing his job, and he might end up damaging his reputation even more, because there's always been these little rumblings that you know that he keeps getting fired for these type of situations. And you know it's one thing if, like I said, I don't want to tell somebody to never have fun or to never enjoy themselves, but the word is that he was missing meetings and he was missing practices. So it's like, you can't tell your employer that you're missing meetings and missing practices, and then there's viral videos of you going around the internet and you in bars with young college chicks dancing up on you and stuff like that. It's just not gonna look good. And I hope that he works it out with his owner, and he straightens it out with his players, because otherwise, man, his future could be in jeopardy, man. But anyways, uh, I'm gonna get off of that real quick. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think Urban was cool, man? You think it's okay for him to let his hair down, so to speak, man, and wild out in the club every once in a while? Or do you think he needs to tighten back up and get focused and try to get these Jags to do something? Because they seem like they in big trouble, man. Anyways, let me know what you think, man. We'll get back to it.